Hello, welcome to the Funko Illuminati. We are live once again. Thought we'd kick it old school with the old intro. We are here with Quickdraw McGraw himself, along with LBDProphecy, myself. Mitch is Mitching somewhere, I'm guessing. Andrew, we hopefully will see him before he sees us. And Vince, well, you know, LA time, he's fashionably late. He's probably at the Met Gala right now.
How am I coming through now? I got the headset on.
Much better, actually.
Okay,
You're
cool.
you're not chirping or chipping or anything. In fact, I feel confident enough to turn your microphone up a little bit more.
Cool.
You got that deep, rich. So, by the way, LBD, I want to say very stylish. How did the court case go? Innocent?
No, I went to a wedding. Well, so maybe some of the people here have seen it when I did the Dadalorian stream for Father's Day a few years ago. One of my good friends, Pedro. We also did a live from one of the studio spaces that I had available to me at one point in New York, with you guys. He was getting married. Man, I haven't seen some of those people in so long. I even ran into somebody that I completely forgot, but like the name clicked in my head, but I just didn't recognize her. And then I realized why I didn't recognize her. We both have changed a lot since the last time we met.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah, it was a good time. Good food, good music.
That's cool. Yeah, I went to Anime North. Hadn't really planned on it. Got some pretty cool autographs. Met some people. Reconnected with some people I hadn't talked to in a while. Some good things came out of it. Also never realized actually. Oh crap! I forgot to say hello to people. I am being so rude. Hey Simon. Hey Jeremy. Anybody else who decides to roll in eventually, because I do know it's the U.S. Memorial Day.
It's like you've done this before, right?
What?
It's like you've done this before.
Yeah. I didn't realize when I took my pictures this week with some of the people I was getting autographs from how much I actually lost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I was looking at it going, I'm used to having a beer, like a barrel belly.
Yeah.
And it's I'm less apple and more pear.
Also looks like you lost some height too.
Yes, that's what I was getting. Good job, Quick. That's why they call you Quick, man, because you're quick. You're on it.
No, that's good, man. It's good to see that stuff. Like you see, like put it like this. The last 4th of July that I celebrated, I look at that picture. I'm literally like half that person now. It's crazy.
Well, I don't know where I lost my weight, but whoever found it, keep it. Yes, I was there Saturday. I didn't see Johnny.
Because he was dressed up. He was dressed up as some character
from Demon Slayer.
He was unrecognizable. I couldn't even tell it was Johnny.
You know what I actually saw at the convention this year? I was so glad. Less loincloths. Really great. I'm glad the loincloth, fad went out. That was great. That was really nice.
What was that for?
What, loincloths?
Yeah.
I have no idea, dude.
What was that movie? The Croods? The Croods.
Oh, the Croods? Yeah, the Croods. That and I guess Tarzan, maybe?
No, I did not see them, Simon. If they were naked, there's a really good chance they did not get into the building. They would be out in the parking lot, which I did not venture out far. I didn't go outside very often, to be honest with you.
Who was this? Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. I'll ask you that.
What were you going to ask?
Oh, who was the second signature? Was that from Trigun? I couldn't see the picture very well. It was very tiny.
Oh, you mean this one?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so I was right. Okay.
Yeah, Millie.
Really? Okay, yeah. That's who I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. I couldn't see very well.
Yeah, I don't know
It's
any
fine.
other people.
Andrew was able to see it. He was
I'll
good.
be honest with you. I'll be honest with you quick. If there is an anime that you would like, it would be Trigun actually. Trigun. I think the only two animes that I would ever recommend to you would be Trigun and probably Cowboy Bebop. I think those
Well,
two would make
Trigun
sense.
and Cowboy Bebop is very in the theme of Serenity. If you've ever seen Serenity,
Yeah,
it's space cowboys at the end of the day.
yeah.
I did like
Basically.
the live action of One Piece,
Okay.
Yeah.
but
Well,
I
they
don't.
do
I
chop it
have
down a lot, so you don't have to like go through so much.
yeah. I just have
Well,
no will to watch the cartoon part.
well,
No.
the
Well,
greatest
go ahead.
one. Sorry, I was just gonna say the greatest live action, Dragon Ball Z. I
First.
I love it, man. It's great. It is.
Anyway, that's not important. Quick draw. Here's the thing. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Cowboy Bebop is only one season. If at
Mhm.
much two, and it's not that long. So you're like one and done. You don't have to go through like 1,000 episodes. And then I think it's only like 20 at most, if I'm not mistaken, give or take. And then same thing, Trigun. Trigun's not like a crazy long one. So if you ever want to give those a shot, that's the only ones I would recommend off the top of my head for sure. They're really fun, good. They have good soundtracks, and like I said, very like you said, like Serenity, like Space Cowboys type thing.
Yep.
I might have to watch them out of spite.
That's right.
I just see his
Well,
mom banging on the door. Quick! You gotta take the garbage out. I'm watching Dragon, Mom. Um.
make sure, and if you watch Trigun, make sure you watch the old one, not the new one.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, the voice actress for Millie was surprised I actually had a Millie. She's like, I haven't signed one of these in a while.
Oh yeah.
Well, they had
Yeah.
the voice actor for Minetta there as well.
It's funny because I still have that Millie pin. I gotta put it in your box. I gotta put Millie in your box.
Yeah, I got her I'll show the autographs a little later, but yeah, I had a decent time. Got some good but I was telling Quick too. I thought I got enough sleep, not last night but the night before. I got home at around 5 o'clock and I was falling asleep in the couch, like on the couch. I had to literally
Mm.
get up and walk around. Hey, Flip Cake, how you doing?
What's
Oh,
up,
Um
Big?
long time no see.
I got up, what do you call it? I got up and what do you call it? I had to keep getting up and like waking myself up. I ended up grabbing a cold shower. I have not been that tired in years. I think the last time I was that tired was when I did Fan Expo for all 5 days,
Mm.
running on like 3 hours sleep, and didn't notice it until I got home and fell asleep. But
But you at least enjoyed it, right? Because you were there,
uh,
like doing what you were doing. Was it easier to get to the autograph?
it was easier to get to the autographs. Yeah. They were all there Friday. Um, Ricky, who's running the autograph, knew a lot of them like on a personal level, so I got to talk to a few of them before like things got started.
Okay.
So it was kind of cool, like shooting the breeze.
Yeah, yeah.
The one guy who did the voice of Emu in Demon Slayer,
Yeah,
he
you
had
saw
never been to
me.
Canada, so I went and got him a Canadian care package of coffee crisp, Wonder Bar, ketchup chips, and dropped it off at his table that like the following day. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, it's funny because like every convention, there's like some type of underscore drama, but there really wasn't any this year. I mean, even they were smart though. So they opened up a garage door and then opened up the bay door. So there was like a constant cool breeze blowing through that building. So there was no, because for anyone who's been to a convention, you get enough people in a room. All you need is like a space line of 20% more people, 20% people without, wearing deodorant, and it could really ruin the room. Speaking of people who don't wear deodorant, hey, Vince.
I always wear deodorant.
Yeah. So, wow, I must have offended his sensibility. But yeah, it was a good time. I did a lot of walking though. I did over 21,000. Well, you guys, I showed you over 21,000 steps in one day.
It's got to be a lot easier on you now, though.
Oh,
Especially
dude,
since
I came home, my
since
feet
you,
weren't even hurting. I
yeah.
went for a
Well,
walk.
also, you got more stamina, and then on top of that, you have less weight going pounding your feet and your ankles and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, man. Like I was fine. I mean, even carrying my bag was maybe about 20 pounds, and I carried that all day, no problem. So, was that your lipstick, buddy?
Buffalo Bill always needs lipstick.
Okay. Oh wow. Hey, look, I think it's your shade. I think it really brings your eyes out, man.
Yeah, my shade too. It's this one is Peach Rings.
Oh, okay. It wasn't that your nickname in high school, Peach Rings?
Yes.
uh,
Who told you?
I'm not gonna say.
So, since we're on the topic of anime, other than the signatures, did you pick anything else up?
Actually, no. The only thing I was looking for was Den to Dan figures. I
Mhm.
couldn't find any.
Okay. There's a lot of them, and I'll be honest with you, there's some really cheap options. So if you're looking at some like specific characters,
Mhm.
let me know. I haven't brought a new box in. Plus, you said you're coming down here in October. So
Yeah.
if that's something you want to invest in, and you wouldn't even have to send me the money, you would send it directly to the person, and then
Well,
just put it in my box.
I'll be honest with you. Like I said, it wasn't. It was only. It's okay. Here's the thing. I've told you guys, but I'll mention it on here for anyone to hear. Anime North is an okay anime, okay convention. My problem with Anime North, and it's been my problem for the past 18 years that I've gone to it on and off, is you have a large convention floor about the size of a football field, and everybody's selling the exact
Like
same
same thing.
thing.
Yeah.
So if you walk and now, because of the way again, I'm not going to get into the politics of it all, but the way the market is right now for collectibles and anything anything like that, they're all priced within maybe $2 to $3 of each other. So you walk the floor like I did, like I walked it maybe 6 or 7 times. It's all there's no difference. The only difference is Artist Alley. Those people, nobody's doing the same thing twice, which is cool. And then going over to the gaming section, which is like the saddest section of all, because it's like half gaming and half community groups to be a part of.
Mm.
So I mean, it's an okay convention, but I understand why most people nowadays only go the one day. I don't see, unless you're there for the panels, like for karaokeing and DDR and all the other stuff, or the
Yeah.
anime rave, which I think is kind of funny because it's held out in the parking lot until like 2 a.m.
I would say like most of the other things that you're mentioning is probably more for like, a little bit of a younger crowd that's
Mhm.
kind of been ramping up right now, especially after COVID and all that stuff. Like I feel there's like a lot more people who got into things that they didn't expect during that time.
Mhm.
And so now that crowd is the one who are going to fill up those areas. Even this obviously not going to be as big of a crowd as like when you come to the whole fandom.
Mhm. No, I get it. I get it.
So,
I mean, I mean, one of my major problems with Anime North for the longest time was just, it's the same things over and over again. And I really, if it wasn't for the fact that I got the offer that I got, I probably would never have gone. It would never have crossed my mind. I mean, yes,
yeah, I
there were
get
people
that.
there that I wanted autographs for, but I wasn't going to,
You
it
pay a
wasn't something I
ticket
was
just
going
to
to be
go for
very,
that.
exactly. I mean, so I'm grateful for the opportunity. I did message Ricky because he took some pictures of us, so I was hoping to get those so I can do my post on Instagram of everything that transpired. the other thing, not related to anime, but I haven't really had a full head to toe picture of myself in a while. Like we're talking close to a year. Well, no, actually, no, because when you were here, I didn't get a lot of pictures of me. The only pictures of me is like sitting, and like a really bad picture of me standing at the theater from a distance, taken at a really bad angle. Like the person was only using one hand to take the
picture. I think it only takes one hand to take a picture, sir. I don't even know where you thought you were going with that jab. That didn't make no sense.
No, because I look at the picture and I hate it because it's like I'm just this tiny little blip in the corner of it, and it's like a large opening to the theater door leading to the theater.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's
It's
not.
Well, if you wanted something closer, I could have gotten closer.
Yeah. Or you could have used the zoom feature. Just zoom.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. So, anyways, point is, if Ricky doesn't get back to me by then, I'm going to post the pictures online. Hold on. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Hey,
What's good,
I'm late.
No,
well.
you're not. You're early for next week.
I figure you're busy in the garage.
Oh,
Throwing in some motors.
no. I did all that like the whole week. But anyway, no, we were watching Son-in-Law and cleaning up today, and I was like, she's like, it's Monday, and I was like, oh crap. Oh yeah,
That's Paulie Shore, right? Paulie Shore.
Wait.
yeah.
I got screwed over for Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his name
Sorry, Andrew's not able to make it today. I mean, I'm not hurt.
Thank
I'm
you.
not hurt. I'm good.
I get to talk to you and hang out with you all the time. We all know Pauly Shore has been put on the back burner for years.
Hey, buddy.
Right. Hey, buddy.
But yeah, and now next week I'm going to be going to Niagara Falls, even though I wasn't planning on it, which I mean is fine. So, hey Johnny. By the way, dude, I knew you were at Nadia. I knew you were at Anime North. I was actively looking for you. I probably should have. That was the other thing. Okay, so you guys in the States with your cell phone providers have these lovely mobile cell phone repeaters that they bring into areas that are high intensity. Like for instance, San Diego Comic-Con, they'll actually bring one into the they'll bring one into the parking lot because there's more cell phones in that area. Anime North, as soon as it's 2 hours into the convention, nobody in there can get an internet signal.
Huh.
Oh crap.
Yeah. Because I tried looking up Pokemon card prices for somebody. I tried texting somebody. I couldn't. I don't know how. I don't know how Rinaldi was able to FaceTime me. I don't know what internet gods he prayed to, but he got through. And
so
when
wait,
he did,
so they don't have like a Wi-Fi system, nothing?
Oh no! They have a Wi-Fi system, but it's like $50 a day.
Oh, okay, yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Especially considering the circumstance that they were in, yeah, it's not worth it at all.
Yeah. Well, also, I mean, let's be honest. Even if they had the best Wi-Fi system in the world, if let's say, because I'm sure they had well over 3,000 people there over the course of 3 days. Even if 10% of those people took advantage of that, I do not think the system could handle it.
Yeah.
You
would need something like heavy duty, like an airport ad or something like, and they're not gonna invest in anything like that.
No.
Well, I'll go for everybody, Nadia. The funny part is this is the first convention I've been to where there's nobody on the guest list I have no interest in seeing. You there, Vince?
I mean, there was nobody you had interest in. You mean?
No. There's nobody there. I mean, there's the original guys that wear the Ninja Turtles costume. I mean, obviously Vince would be all over that.
No, but I'm saying you said it wrong. That's why I was confused for a second.
Oh,
You said
sorry, yeah. My apologies. There's nobody there of interest. Like I can't. It's gonna be one of those conventions where I go. It's like, hey, you wanna go and get an autograph? No, I'm good.
No, I'll never ask
Yeah.
you for one. Trust me.
Meh.
Please don't.
Yeah, please don't ask any of them.
Listen, they still got a few good years left in them. Leave them alone, you know, till like the last of it at least.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm done
you do
playing
realize
Grim
if you ever
Reaper.
text me for an autograph, I'm going to take a screenshot and then overlay it with Johnny Cash's "When the Man Comes Around."
Oh man.
Warwick Davis. No man, Robert England.
Hear the trumpets, hear the horns.
You
So,
gonna talk to your good friend Robert England?
Robbie? Well, Robbie and I, man, we go way back. By way back, I mean a year ago for like 30 seconds. When he signed my pop.
Tommy Chong.
Well, here, I'll
that
pull
would
up
be
the guest list. You know what? Let's do this because I know you just pulled it up.
Oh hell
Niagara
yeah,
Falls
the Trailer
Comic-Con.
Park Boys. Oh, you know
Dude.
you want to get an
Trailer
autograph
Park
from Tori
Boys.
Spelling.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
Good Lord.
If she's sober.
Looks like they're gonna have a bunch of the Beverly Hills 91210 characters there.
They're out
Shocker.
of money.
I never watched the show.
Me neither.
So here we are. Okay.
Yeah.
We got David Warwick. Not really interested, although I did like Willow. I already met Robert England. I am not a Young and the Restless fan, so not really for me. Tommy Chong. No.
That wouldn't be bad.
Ryder Strong. I'm not a Boy Meets World fan. Same thing with Will Friedle. Trailer Park Boys. No, not really. Tori Spelling. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Ian Zindler, who apparently was on 9210. Same with
Go up, Sean. Go up to him at the con, and I'm gonna tell you like personal stuff about him, and just freak him out. He's my neighbor.
Who is?
Are you serious? Hey, Combo.
What's that?
Are
Yeah.
you like? Does he know you by name or just by the guy that looks like Freddie Mercury?
So he's my neighbor, and he's one of my customers, or he was one of my customers at work.
That's cool.
Hey, Combo.
So yeah,
boy,
all right.
This could be interesting.
You know what? No, I'm not going to do that because with your luck, I'll say something creepy. Next thing you know, some guy with an earpiece comes up and goes, "Sir, can you come with me? We just want to talk."
It'd be cool to get an
Next thing
autograph
you know,
from
I'm
Ernie
outside of the
Reyes.
parking lot going, "What happened?" Brian Austin Green, Salute Moon Fry, I'm supposed. Again, Punky Brewster, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I never really watched. Well, Sabrina I watched on, and then we got we got Charlie Buckets.
Oh yes.
Do they even have Funko Pops
and
with
we
them
got-
guys?
Pardon?
Did your mom already meet them?
These guys? Oh yeah, she's met them before.
do they have
them
pops?
before?
I don't think so.
Ooh. No, they don't. Now I know this guy Mitch would be all over it because I mean he did the
Scooby.
voice of Scooby Doo and Shaggy and a few others. Actually, let's see because I like voice actors. I didn't really give this guy a second look. Oh wait, that's his pricing. I don't care about his pricing. We'll
If it's
look him
the
up
guy,
in a
I think
second.
he does a lot of voices. Same
Yes, Combo. I will be going to Niagara Falls Comic-Con. I'm only going there for Saturday. I don't really have plans for Sunday, so I'll definitely see you there, buddy. It's a
When's
small enough
this?
building, so there's a good chance.
Oh, it's in 3 days. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
This Daniel Logan
What?
is going to
Are
be
you going
there.
to try to make it? Who?
Daniel Logan, young Boba Fett.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it'd be cool to get the Reyes Jr.'s autograph. Not because he played Donatello, because he was in that awesome movie called Surf Ninjas.
Yeah, that's right.
I loved that movie when I was a kid. Moto Surf.
we all know you're a man of some interesting taste.
Yeah, then we have Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Water
By the
World.
way, if anyone wants to have fun, text G-Boats and let him know that Amy Jo Johnson will be at the Niagara Falls Comic-Con for his if he wants an autograph. He's a huge Amy Jo Johnson fan.
Well, a
He
lot of
He
people
probably
are.
already knows.
I mean, yeah, like most of these people, I mean, I like Winona Earp. It was a good show, but I don't like it to the point that I feel I need an autograph. I mean, the only one that would catch my interest is DJ Quills and T.Y. Olson. I mean, that's it. None of these.
Quills.
Yeah. Michael Ironside's going to be there. Scott McCord.
Michael Gross.
Yeah.
From
Tremors.
Tremors, yeah. Graboids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is more like Canadian celebrities, stuff that I don't think you guys would have ever watched.
No,
Big
I
Comfy
think I
Couch
watched.
Degrassi.
I think I was.
The big red kid, the big couch lady, she was here. A lot of kids watched her.
Jose Canseco.
Yeah, and then we got.
I never watched it, but I know the name. Well, I know.
Oh my God! I now want the guy who did Raphael to talk to Jose Canseco. Vince, you know the line I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Quick draw.
Yeah.
You should get like a steroid bottle signed by Canseco.
Actually, what I was thinking is getting a Jose Canseco bat and getting the guy who did Raphael to sign it, and then get Jose Canseco to sign the other half. Yeah, like some of the big names that canceled this year were like Michael Rooker.
Oh man.
Danny Bottagucci.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty well. I like the fact that now these conventions now don't go canceled; they go postpone. Like they're just call it what it is, man. It's canceled.
Why are so many 90210? Was that big in Canada?
No, I don't. Okay, you're asking. You have to understand something. I don't know any losers that live in the 9021 area code. I mean, you'd have to be a pretty big loser to live in that area code.
It was popular. It was popular among a certain crowd. It's put it like this: they had a similar popularity to like Friends and stuff like that.
I mean, I remember the show. It was big here, but I didn't know.
It was big in it was big in a lot of places, not just here.
The wrestler Tatanka is going to be there.
Yeah, I saw that.
I liked him when
I liked him too.
I liked him too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the wrestlers. Crap! Thank you, Quick. You just remind. I'm gonna bring this.
Got a lot of wrestlers going to be there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot of wrestlers come from Canada.
Kurt Angle, Mick Foley. I mean, Mick Foley. I'd be interested in. I take that back. Maybe him.
Dude, Mick Foley's an awesome guy.
None of the Steiners really catch my interest. $1 Million Man. Holy crap! He's still doing Jeff Jarrett. I mean, Tatanka. Booker T. Oh yeah, of course, Booker T and Jerry Lawler both canceled.
Jerry Lawler was just here.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I mean,
what is Mick Foley's chart? What is he charging?
Oh, that's a good question.
Probably a hug.
Hold on, place your bets.
Depends. What do you
My
want?
money is going to be like $200.
40.
A dirty sock.
Oh, 40? That's reasonable. I can live with that.
A dirty
Is that
sock.
what it is? That's what I can't see. So is that what he's charging?
Oh, okay. Hold on.
His name's Mr. Sacco. Get it right.
Mr. Sacco.
Okay, that's weird. I don't see it on here. I clicked on it. Hold on.
It's because all it is a hug. You just give him a hug and he sign anything. Same
I guess
thing
it depends
with,
on
you have to let him put you through. You have to let him put you through a table.
Same thing with Kevin Smith. Just give him a hug and he'll sign anything.
Actually, you know what's funny? The day remember I told you the day I went to the stash, Jay was there. I probably could have got something signed if I just asked him. He seemed pretty chill.
Yeah, he would have signed, and then he would have told you to subscribe to his gaming channel.
Oh, there we are. $80.
Yeah,
that's still not bad though.
$80 for an autograph. $80 for an autograph. $80 for a selfie, and a photo op is $100. So if you want an autograph and a selfie, that's $160.
That's still not bad considering what some of those guys charge.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
reasonable.
Hey, Laney.
Like, I was thinking like between like 40 and 60, so $20 over what I thought. Not bad.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, if you guys get a chance, message G Votes, let him know that Amy Jo Johnson will be there so he doesn't forget.
Let's see what kind of artist.
If he asks who told you to do that, I don't want to take the credit. I feel wrong. So we're gonna give the credit to Andrew.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Same
tell
way-
him
same
Amy
way
Jo
you
Johnson
did
told me
everything
that she
Batman.
was gonna be there.
Sorry, what was that?
You know
Andrew?
what's funny? Okay.
I said, I'm just gonna tell him that she told me personally to let him know she's gonna be there.
I actually had somebody try to pretend they were Amy Jo Johnson contact me.
Oh Jesus.
Eh,
From like a fake account. I was like, okay.
So I was trying to get Amy Jo Johnson's autograph for my friend, and the line was like ridiculous. So
Yeah.
I somehow just slipped it to someone, and I was like the third one signed, and I was just off to the side.
But she is the second most popular. Well, now she's the most popular Ranger around. But she was the second most popular Ranger.
But she's at every like major con out here. It seems like she's always at every. Like, she just goes to every con.
Yeah, a lot of those guys do. A lot of the Rangers are at a lot of cons, especially the originals. The originals, at least 4 of them are always at conventions.
So
Yeah.
I went to remember that con I went to. It was like Pasadena or something, and they had like
Mhm.
all it was like a Power Ranger con, and they had a bunch of different Power Rangers I never heard of.
Yeah, because you stopped watching probably after the first ones. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know that there was even more after the first group.
there's like
Me
12 or
neither.
like
Don't worry.
18, something like that, like different versions.
Yeah.
And they're all
There are
done by
more
like
Power
different
Rangers than
companies.
there are grains of sand.
I think it was what Disney, Bandai. Yeah, no, what is it? What's the first one who did it? I forget. Saba?
I don't
Saban,
know.
right? Saban.
So, yeah, they did it. Then I think it was either Nickelodeon or Disney. They both had it. Then it went back to somebody, to Saba for a while, and then somebody else bought it again. Like it's transferred a lot, and like each one of them had like 7 or 5 different iterations while they had it. It's a lot. It's a lot of them. I stopped watching 1, 2, 3. I would say like maybe like 4 or 5 in. I can't remember.
I stopped when the movie came out. That's
I was
it.
gonna say
Oh yeah, you guys are
that's
but you guys are a
about
lot
the same
older
time for
than
me.
me though.
I never watched it.
Like I said, you guys are also a lot older.
I actually
So it
still
makes
have
sense.
Power Rangers, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. It's downstairs in its case somewhere.
I used to have the VHS for a while, and then I don't know. I got rid of a lot of my VHS.
The
I kinda want- I
VHS, the
kinda-
old VHS.
I'm kind of happy that I didn't do the NXT Ivan News Freddy, because I'm like that's the only one that I wanted like out of that set that I didn't get, because I got the Grail and I sold it. I could care less about her, but I wanted an Ivan News, and now they're coming out with an Ivan News, so I'm happy that I didn't waste my money on trying to get that one.
I just know that when it comes to Power Ranger stuff, there was a lot like that was the other thing too at the con too. There was a bunch of Power Ranger. There was a whole like 3, those glass cases that they don't make anymore now. There's like 3 of them just filled with old Power Ranger stuff.
Yeah.
Well, those they don't make anymore. They don't set them up anymore. Like people usually do like plastic displays and stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of, it's funny we're talking about Power Rangers, because I went to Menlo Park over here in Jersey. So I went on the website of True Believers, which is a collectible place that they have like 4 different stores in the area, like in Jersey and then one in New York. And I went online and they had incomplete Dragon Zord, but a Dragon Zord nonetheless. I think it was only missing like the staff part of it or something, and the Green Ranger that came with it, which I don't care about those two things at all. Um, it had the tail, it had everything else, and it was about like $70 because it was missing pieces. I probably could have talked them down a little bit from it. I'm like, okay, because originally I wanted to get a statue, a Spider-Man statue where he was like on a tower with the
Yeah.
the symbiote coming off of him and stuff like that. Because I missed out on a more expensive version of that that's made out of resin from Sideshow like a couple of years back. I've mentioned it before. Um, they said that was that stock. I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I lost out on that. It was only $100, and I had credit with them. I had like $110 in credit. I go over there to get the Dragon Zord, which is like $70 or something like that, or 77 around there. And I'm looking in the case, nothing. I was like, I almost sold. Well, let me check. They have it by sections. Like, they have Ghostbusters, they got Ninja Turtle section, they got like everything separated. So I'm looking, I was like, maybe they put it in the wrong place or something. You never know, right? I'm looking at the other cases. Boom, the damn Spider-Man thing. They had it backwards. He's just sitting there. No problem. I was like, okay, I guess it was just meant to be for to get that one. And I didn't realize until I got home, but it actually has like working like lights that shine up, and it's made from like PVC.
Huh.
Then it's not, so it's a lot more durable. Because I thought the tendrils, I was scared to take it home because it has no box. And when I got in the car, I realized that all the tendrils were plastic, so it wasn't gonna break.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Did
So I
anybody
went
get
for
anything this week? Sorry.
no, I mean it's crazy that I went for something else, and the one thing that I actually really wanted was it happened to be there. Even, but yeah,
Oh, at least you got it. Did
yeah.
anybody else get anything this weekend of interest?
I got more stuff I can show.
Nope.
A lawnmower.
Well, oh my God, really? Can you show it to us?
Yeah.
Can you bring it up to the room and turn it on for us?
Hold on. I gotta. It's not Alex. I gotta yell at the wife. Hold on. I'm just kidding.
I just hear the sound of plastic and toys being shredded.
I wouldn't.
All right.
Hey, it's
Well,
self-propelled.
I'll throw LBD up first. Okay.
So, well, obviously the Spider-Man on the tower is something I got. I can't really show that because it's big and it's on the table, but I got a few other things that came in. If you want to see the Spider-Man, I did do a video. It'll be on my Instagram, which is the same name as I have here. But this is something that Vince actually sent me that I think NECA was doing. I can't remember the company. Was it NECA? Yeah, it was NECA. So Vince ended up sending me this, and I was like surprised because I haven't. They made a replica of this years ago that was with the game, similar to the Samurai one. And it's really, like, obviously it's not as detailed as that one, but it's pretty good actually. Like, it's surprisingly well done. Like, NECA has been stepping their game up. Um, like, obviously the one with the game kind of comes with like straps and like more like non-plastic. These are very like solid, but even this like it's very pretty accurate. And I was happy about that.
So can we get a video of you, like, with a white hoodie with that on, and then just jump off the side of the building into a hay bale?
No, he needs to do that. But open up a box.
Well, listen, unlike certain people here, I don't have baby forearms and tiny hands where this can actually fit me. Okay.
What, that really can't fit you?
No, this is very small. Like, it's NECA. I believe that the one that came with the video game for Shadows, that one might fit me because it opens up more and like it has more of a realistic kind of like tie into it. This, like the way it's well, the regular part might, but this one I'm not so sure because look, I would have to like extend the Velcro. Look how tiny that part of it is. See how tiny that is? Like, I would have to if I extend the Velcro, it would fit.
I just want to apologize to Quick. Look, buddy, I don't think you have small baby hands. Okay.
No,
I'm sorry.
You're the
LBD
one
had to
with
say
the
that.
baby hands. My hands are huge, man. All right.
Like, this part fits perfectly.
See,
What kind
you're
of?
perfectly fine. Now you can go and fight crime. Go fight crime.
Well, that's not the only thing I got that's also a replica. I've been like pushing this one back for a while because I didn't want to pay like full price because it would. I would have thought it would sell out like some of the other ones,
Mhm.
but it hadn't. So I'm like, you know what? I waited for May the 4th and ended up picking this bad boy up
Oh,
on a good deal, which is
not
this
bad.
is one of the last Mandalorian helmets that I wanted to get. So now it's Boba Fett, Mando, then I have Sabine, and now the armor, and I think I'm okay from there. I thought about getting Dark Red, but I really don't really have an attachment to the character whatsoever, so I didn't see the reasons to pick that one up.
Not bad.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
I picked up some things.
yeah.
You good?
Go ahead. Yeah.
With all those helmets,
Uh,
LBD, all those kids at the short bus be jealous of you. I'm just gonna say.
Well, at least on the short bus, Sean feels very, he fits in place. It seems like a regular bus to him.
He feels big. Yeah, he feels big.
Yeah.
uh-huh. Well, LBD, didn't you tell me when you took the bus to school, all the cool kids sat near the back, and because the bus was so small, you were all cool?
Well, considering I'm from the city, I mostly took the bus to school.
Yes, I know,
Oh.
the short bus.
No, the
That's-
public bus.
Okay. Oh,
Public transportation,
that's
sir.
even worse.
Okay, so I got Millie's
That's
autograph,
dirty.
clearly,
Oh,
Yeah.
which was cool.
I see.
What does it
clearly.
say? What's the quote?
From Trigun.
No, what's the quote?
Then I
What's the quote?
also got Landon McDonald's autograph. Got it.
One
Can I
train
even get
line.
that to focus? There we go.
Go to sleep. What's the other quote?
Yeah. There's no other quote, just my name on there.
Oh, hold on. Really?
On Millie was, hold on.
Oh,
That's
you
what
hear
we were
him.
asking.
You don't hear when I ask you 3 times.
I know.
It's okay.
Yeah, hold on.
I can't really read that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
To the average Sean.
Oh,
To the average Sean.
See what does it?
Interesting.
Oh, amazing, you gits. God, nobody. Wow, it's yeah, to the amazing Sean, not average. I had to look there. It's like, because first I was like, oh no, that's a Z, because I keep forgetting you guys don't know cursive.
I know cursive. I just can't
No,
see
not
it.
can't see
cursing,
it.
cursive.
Yeah, cursive. I learned cursive in kindergarten, sir.
That's not cursive. That was just squiggly lines.
Yeah.
That's right. That's a doctor's signature.
Yeah.
I like that. He put like a little fire explosion thing. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, he was a cool guy.
That's pretty clean too. That's a clean autograph.
Yeah, well, I took a page from Vince's book, and I made sure to carry little alcohol wipes and a slide ruler and a portable easel, so it could be done perfectly.
You should have brought him a
Did
donut
you
though.
clean
It would have been.
Did you clean the shield, the screen before you did it? Make sure it's all nice, and then dry it, and then get the white cloth out to get all the lint off of it.
Yes, and I had the curator gloves on too at the same time. Well,
Did you make
you
sure
know
you
what?
wore gloves?
You could have given him some donut holes so he can cover that up.
I joked with him. I said the last job I worked at, there was a girl that liked Demon Slayer like I did, and I used to use it as an idle threat that if she didn't get done what she was going to, I would send her a Captain Donut emoji, which was basically one I made up of him in the shape of a donut. But yeah, they were cool. I mean, a lot of them we talked for a bit. So but I'll say this about Anime North, at least when it comes to getting autographs, the lines are relatively quick, which is nice. It's not like Fan Expo where they will allow someone to go in there with like 30 pieces of memorabilia to be signed. they try to limit what people will do within reason.
That's good.
Yeah, because that's a pet peeve of mine. Big one is people that go in. It's like the guy who wanted Zach's autograph, who played from oh god, Tanjiro's not yeah
Zach
Tanjiro's
Efron.
wanted his autograph, and he came in with a stack of like 60 cards, like the anime cards that they
Jesus
have.
Christ. Yeah.
Yeah, 60 of them. Wanted him to autograph all of them. It's like, and we're all standing there like idiots waiting for this guy to finish autographing, and he's got a panel coming up soon. It's like somebody should have like said something like, yeah, no, we will do this, but this will be a consignment. This is not, I'm just sorry. I'm also looking at the
I know some people will, if when they got a lot of items, they'll take them and be like, yeah, okay, we'll get them all signed, but you come back and you'll come get them later, like type of deal. It's happened before.
Exactly. And I think they should do that, really, honestly, at the end of the day, because it's a little excessive to have that,
Yep.
Hey, Dead Zone, what's up, buddy?
What's up,
Hey,
Dave?
Oh, Ben, come on. You mean to tell me you're one of those guys that goes over with like 30 friggin' autographs and tries to get and wastes people time?
No, I don't like those people, but
I mean,
I see
you got
them, and they usually have wagons.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's the guy with the rubbing alcohol and Q-tips.
Yeah.
No. I've nicknamed that guy the curator. Okay,
And
my
then
head
the
he's the
wagons,
curator.
the wagon is filled with whatnot stickers.
Hey, and then he's not a whatnotter. He has
God.
a booth there, and he tries to like use his like vendor's pass to try to cut everybody, but it's like
I remember this one year. I think it was a popular comic book artist that does watercoloring, and a bunch of whatnot people were cutting in line. She was doing it for free, doing free autographs.
Oh wow.
So a bunch of whatnot people brought over boxes of stuff for her to sign, and she ended up quitting. She ended up just walking away.
Yeah.
That's just abuse at that point. Like you can't expect, like, if she's doing it for free and you're like, that's way too much.
Well, that's why whatnot's not allowed at Fan Expo, because remember the one in Toronto, they literally were going over before anybody came in the place, buying all the limited edition stuff from the con, and then walking over to their and
and selling them.
yeah, exactly. And it was just, and then and Fan Expo was like, yeah, we're not doing that again this year. There was also the fact that they had people there doing the what do you call it?
live
They didn't have enough people to sell stuff. That was the other deal too. Because I know I got contacted like 3 days prior. It's like, yeah, can you do a 1 hour show? And I'm going, no. There's no way. You want me to to do 1 hour worth of selling stuff. Not to mention I gotta pack, and do all of it and get it out by what is it, 3 days? 3 business days at
Yeah.
LBD?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, at least last time I checked, it was 3 days, 3 business days.
Yeah. So, and I'm supposed to try to enjoy the convention? No way. Not a chance.
Yeah.
Not happening.
I mean, I had people willing to give me product to sell on their behalf, but still, even at that point, think how many no, forget it. I don't want to be sitting in a hotel room for 4 hours printing labels and packing boxes. That's not my idea of fun. And then trying to find a post office in Toronto on a Saturday or a Sunday.
Well,
bent.
technically, you would
No
have
transportation
no,
of
you would have till like Wednesday, but still,
Yeah. They don't count the days as on the weekends.
yeah, the weekends
Yeah,
don't
but the
count.
problem is I'm in Toronto. I live in Hamilton, so what? I'm going to carry all this stuff back?
Yep.
No, I know, but we're not talking about that. We're just saying that that specifically wouldn't really happen. Because it's
No, I get
you would
it.
have
I just don't want to carry it. That's like an hour and a half trying to carry a bunch of product that, and again, yes, it's on me. I don't drive. Okay, so that's on me. I get that. But the point is, that's a lot of work to do.
Yep. No thanks.
Yeah, but I mean, they screwed themselves out. They really should have told their guys, hey, yeah, you can't be buying, you can't be doing what you did.
The problem is that they don't really control the people. They basically kind of like you're basically I just look at it like this. They were just like contractors. They don't really care what you do unless it affects them directly. And I guess they learned their lesson there. 'Cause obviously, it affected them directly now.
Oh yeah,
You know, their mindset was probably like, it's not affecting me right now, so why do I care how you get your product and what are you doing to get it? Until you come and sell it here. Now, if you start doing something illegal where in my area, we're having a different conversation. But
yeah.
they screwed themselves out of an opportunity doing that.
Oh, big time, dude.
Yep.
Because I mean, they don't want it. They don't want anybody. They don't want them there again. That's just the end of story. I mean,
Yeah.
it is never going to happen again. And I mean, for all things considered, that's probably for the best at the end of the day. So
And and that's probably the least like thing it could have been worse. Let's be honest.
yeah,
It could have
you're
been
not
worse
wrong.
because they could have put him on blast. Like, it could have been the whole thing. Don't get me wrong. It wouldn't do much, but still.
Well, we all know in the collector community there is mainstream information, like information that like you said, putting somebody on blast, and then those who are in the know.
Yeah. But I'll
Yep.
put it to you like this: they're creator, there are resellers that I've met personally from my area who have stores, and they did it for a while. And the way they started getting treated after some time was like none of them do it anymore, except for like maybe one. And I've met quite a few people who used to be on there. And we're talking about people who have endless supply and buy collections on a regular basis, whether
Mhm.
it's Pokemon or Funko. They do it on a regular enough basis that it could be lucrative for them, and they just don't want to deal with whatnot,
Yeah,
which
I get
is
it.
fine.
Yeah, I don't mind whatnot, and I would gladly do it if I had the time. But it's
Yeah,
the end of the day. It's
same.
like I said, they're not going to be at any convention anytime soon. After well, at least here
Yeah,
in Canada, I can't
Yeah,
speak for other
same.
places.
yeah. No, I
I'm gonna
feel
throw.
like Canada is going to be a harder one for them to get back into.
Yeah. Well, I think. Well, I think overall, I don't think they're going to get into any of the fan expos, because don't forget, Fan Expo now is a
Oh
brand
yeah.
name. It's there's Fan Expo Chicago, Fan Expo Boston. I'm surprised there isn't one in Los Angeles just yet.
They're probably going to start doing DreamCon then. DreamCon's
There is
another one
Fan
that's
Expo
growing.
Los Angeles.
DreamCon's been
Mitch,
growing for the past few years. It's really good from what I hear.
hold on a second.
Nice.
Whoops. Mitch just messaged me. He's like, "Is he using the microphone I sent him?" It's like, no.
No.
He's
It
probably
didn't work.
watching.
It just literally tell him it didn't work.
No. He says I
Like,
can tell. So he's watching right now.
No, it didn't work.
Yeah, I don't even know if the one.
It's,
I don't even know if the one in your ear is even on.
no, it's gotta be because I'm listening to you guys through here, and it would already, but with some time. So initially, when I come in, everything is fine, and then it starts getting choppy. Like
Yeah,
after a while, when I'm not, yeah. So it would have been that choppy if that was the case. So the crazy part is like if I use my phone to record something with the mic,
Mhm.
it works perfectly. It works perfectly fine. But if I try to use the mic on StreamYard, it it'll let me use it, but then you guys are coming through the earpiece from the like the from the like if I'm on a phone call, so you sound really low, and I obviously can't hear you unless I put my face right on the phone.
Hmm.
That's the only way the microphone works on StreamYard. Yeah, it's a StreamYard thing.
I still say
Must be.
switch to an Apple.
Never.
No, I'm okay.
All right. Are you okay there, Vince? You getting enough sleep there, buddy?
Probably not.
Did
No,
you
he's
just turn
getting
the
ready
lights
to
off to
be a
your room?
dad.
Somebody else turned it off. Alexa,
Huh.
turn on the cave.
Okay.
Alexa, turn all the lights to bright red.
You do realize I have my headphones on, which you recommended to do.
Yeah,
It was
yeah, you're
funny
right.
at first, and then he added, which you told me to do, which made it even funnier.
Quiet, Andrew.
Okay.
If you're not, you need to be on my side, because if you're not, I'll go and visit someone else. I'll visit
Oh,
Quick.
yeah. Okay.
Have fun with that.
Don't send me.
Oh yeah. By the
Don't
way,
tempt him with a good
so you're
time.
down to. Yeah. Well, you're ready to go see Annabelle, right? When you get here.
Isn't she lost? I saw somewhere that like they lost
They
her.
lost her.
Somebody
Who?
stole
Oh,
her
well,
or
maybe she
something.
won't be here.
Annabelle got like somebody stole her or they lost her. They moved her to Louisiana she's on tour. The original Annabelle.
Yeah, she's on tour.
And then she
She's
got
supposed to
lost
be
in
here when
Louisiana.
Sean's here.
Yeah.
Oh, so that was legitimate. I thought you were just being a smartass.
Yeah.
I
No, she's
think
touring and she'll be here in October.
Okay.
yeah.
Well, maybe not now.
Yeah, at least that's from what I heard that somebody took her or they lost her. I don't know which one of the two it is.
Uh,
I haven't looked into it because honestly I could care less. But yeah,
mhm.
people are freaking out.
So
It's funny too because as soon as she showed up to Louisiana, there's that 12-man prison break. There's like a whole bunch of stuff happening on there.
sorry, I was trying to get you to stop, but I figured I'd just
It's
throw it
still
up.
available, Mitch. I didn't get it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Mitch must be busy doing something. I'm just gonna I'm gonna pick random stuff to show because honestly, there isn't like a consistent list of Funko Pop releases. To be honest with you.
Oh, well, speaking of like Funko
So
Pops, did
apparently
you guys
this is
pre-order?
a glam shot. Go ahead, LBD. I wasn't talking. You're good.
Well, actually, I started talking when you stopped, and then you just kept going. Okay, go ahead.
Keep going, buddy. You're good.
I was gonna ask if you pre-ordered any of the solo leveling stuff. That's all.
No, it's like $400 for the entire set, and I just don't have the cash for it, honestly.
Yes, screw that.
Yeah. I mean, for an extra 200, I could just get a Switch 2 then at that point. Yeah, I priced it out and it was like, no, I can't do that. So apparently there's going to be a Flock Spider Cat limited to 5,000 pieces.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll do well,
Interesting.
other than the fact that maybe some resellers will buy it because it's 5,000 pieces. But like as like a Spider-Man person, like unless you're like a very young and somebody wants to buy that for you, like I don't see it doing well.
Oh, shit, that's right. Mitch worked today. I forgot.
Ah.
It's the Memorial Day sale. Selling all them
Yeah.
beds.
Yes. Come down to Brothers Bedding. We got big beds, little beds, small beds, long beds. Come down to the Memorial where you get to see the great Mitch sell his great beds. Only on Monday, Memorial Monday. Funny Cars and Zambonis down at the car lot.
Wow, he's selling Zambonis now. I might have to take a walk. Oh man.
Anyway, so Killer Croc. I mean, that's a definite.
Yep.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you know what'd be
Yeah.
cool? They should do a chase version where he's holding a giant rock over his head. What do you think, Andrew?
No, I don't need a chase. Just the regular one is good for me.
All right. Apparently, hold on. Okay. So, what else we got here?
Okay.
These things were selling like crazy at the convention. So we got a Tony Chopper collab, which is cool.
Oh yeah, isn't that like a Chopper Labubu thing or whatever? Labubus
Yeah,
are like
yeah.
people.
That's like
People are like,
$300 or something.
yeah. It's like the
400.
new fad. It's like
Oh,
once it and now they're starting to get licenses and stuff. So it's basically gonna be nuts. Like, I don't even understand the appeal of it.
I don't know. We used to have these things in Canada when I was a kid called Chi-Chis, and they look like those,
Tho-
except without the
Those
teeth.
things look, those
Jeez, it's
things look
something
like they
different
rode the
here.
short bus.
Well, I'll take your advice.
You
LB.
know,
I
you got
really
the helmets,
did
buddy.
I think that was a tie, Andrew. We both came in on that together. Different
Yeah.
ways. Different ways.
Window
Same-
liquor.
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, it ain't gonna hear what you said.
Yeah, we know.
We both accused her of being on the short bus, basically.
It's Rob Lucci.
So, yeah, Toy Temple's getting an exclusive.
Rob Lucci.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Sure.
that's obvious.
Okay.
Because of the way.
Anyway,
I don't care for that. Okay.
More One Piece stuff
That's old.
back in
Yeah.
stock. That actually,
Overjoyed.
dude, that thing is crazy for what people are looking for money on that. Just gonna pull this up real quick. I mean, honestly, the only thing new was the werewolf from American Werewolf in London. More Toy Story stuff. We're finally getting a Sid. Kim Possible for those guys that discovered girls at a young age. And Fairly Odd Parents in the Fish Tank.
Well, Kim Possible did a signing. I think that's what that might be. She did a signing. I think Ron did a signing, and Chigo.
Yeah.
Had Funko. I think it was
And
Funko.
Michael Jordan, the medal. Oh, 314 for the chopper.
Diecast.
Get them the chopper. Yeah, the diecast Michael Jordan. Which if Mitch buys one, I'm
Nobody
pretty
wants
sure
that.
at this point he'll buy a chase. Then he'll buy another one, get another chase,
Probably.
then buy another one, get another. You get the idea.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. He seems to have that horseshoe row well positioned for when it comes to diecast.
I absolutely think he's
Yeah,
had it like
yeah.
tacked
And
in.
then
Like,
then
it's
on the other
sewn
side
in
of the
at
scale,
this
you have
point.
somebody like Vince. Yeah. It's actually part of his it's part of his genetics. I mean, if he did a blood test, it'll come back as like 50% horseshoe.
I put hey, I have
Belgium.
12 Chester Cheeto Hollywood exclusives. 0 chases.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, buddy. Then there's guys like Vince who, you know, he could buy a master case and it would have all commons.
The the one of the Funko Pops that has me worried a little bit is the Iron. I feel like he's gonna be hard to get. Yeah, he was supposed to drop weeks ago. I never saw that actually drop.
No.
Maybe
Also-
one day.
Also, like there is almost nothing solo leveling. Like there's like maybe two statues at best. So like that's like one of the only reasons why I'm going with the Funko Pops, because I'm like even if something does come out that interests me, I can always get rid of the Pops easily. I feel like so like I just kind of I want to get a head start on it as much as I can. I did see
Yes.
but the crazy part is there are some Jim Woo resins. There's 3, and they're all ugly to me. But I just saw an iron one, like one of him with all his blue lit up. It looks really, really good.
Huh. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't. That's the other thing too. There wasn't any solo leveling stuff too while I was at there as well. Now that I think about it,
There's not a lot. That's the thing. There's not a lot out there.
no, I mean like anything, like bootleg T-shirts,
Uh,
stuffies. Like, I understand
that's
when
interesting.
when a new anime comes out, yeah, you're right. Statues are kind of like, mid-season stuff. But t-shirts, stuffies, wall scrolls, they're out there pretty well instantaneously.
T-shirts definitely would have to be the bootleg, because there's not a lot of t-shirts. There's very few, because I've looked for some.
But wall scrolls and stuffies are pretty easy to bootleg as well. I mean, Lord knows I've seen enough bootleg.
Well, considering the climate right now, it's not as easy.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I mean, who knows?
T-shirts maybe, because t-shirts you can probably get somebody to do them at home.
Oh yeah. Well, there's wall scrolls now, because you can buy blank wall scrolls and you can have them print it.
But here's the thing: even the t-shirts are going to cost you a lot to get them done domestically. Because I have 2 friends who do them, and to do conventions with shirts like that, it's not going to be worth the amount of money you're going to pay for the space, because you're not going to sell as much.
I don't know, man. I saw some pretty big purchased items that went like. Here's an example. There was a Chainsaw Man. I was gonna say there was a Chainsaw Man statue of him fighting the sword demon. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's your class. Yeah. Okay. So the rubble's all over. That was $1,000 here in Canada. Okay.
Yeah.
That thing was there Friday. When I came in, Saturday by 1:00, it was sold.
I can't remember what company made it. Was that the first figure one, or the first 4 figure, or the Figurama? I think it's the other company that does those.
I didn't look. Honestly, I think it was the first one, but I could not be certain. I just know that $1,000 is a lot of money for a statue.
But those are things that were already in production, and like those things are already out there.
Oh my goodness!
Those you have a buyer for those, they'll sell. Like, I know people who buy those things all day. So the problem, you're willing to pay $1,000 for something so dynamic and so crazy. Are you willing to pay at minimum $30 to $50 for a T-shirt? I don't think so.
But hear me out though. My point that I'm stressing is, you're right if you have a buyer lined up, but this is at a convention. There is no buyer lined up. You put it on a shelf and you hope that somebody buys it.
No, I get that, but it's a lot easier to sell me on $1,000 statue where it's 2 characters with a base that has stuff around it that to pay $1,000 for than it is for me. I'm not gonna pay $50 for this shirt. I'm just not gonna do that.
We're not talking about you. I mean, we had people there buying Komodos for $200. No offense. Show of hands. Who here, if they had a kimono, would go out in public and wear it?
I'm not just talking. I'm not talking just for myself though. I'm talking from
proton pack. Go out there and you wear it.
Yeah, but this is what I'm trying to say.
Look, I have worn that thing. If I could wear it and walk around without it killing me, I would do so, sir. And honestly,
that's what
I've worn it. Yeah.
People, none of us like kimonos, but I guess there's people that like to walk around in kimonos.
There's people who want to.
There's a higher chance of people buying $30 or $40 shirts. Is what I'm saying.
No, I don't think so.
No, I trip out how many people I see selling those nurse outfits, and how many people I see wearing them.
No, here's my thing. I feel like you're wrong on that, because I feel like first of all, kimonos are a lot more there's a lot more to them than there is a t-shirt, and you're not gonna find your like that kind of material and that kind of thing just anywhere. It's a very specialty item in a way, compared to these random t-shirts that people are printing at home and doing other things. It's not something you're gonna see as often as a t-shirt. T-shirts I can go on TikTok, I can go on Hot Topic, I can go almost anywhere and find a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna pay $50 for it.
Hey, like I said, I think there's a higher chance of people buying expensive clothing. I mean, they had
if it's worth it though.
It depends on the buyer.
Yeah, but I feel like there's more. But I only saying this because I've seen these kind of buyers come and go for almost a year and a half.
I also know I'm debating an issue with a person that won't budge. So I I'm just gonna tap out. I'm gonna tap out. You're
I
absolutely
buy
right,
all
LBD.
my t-shirts at Walmart for $8.88.
Exactly. Most
No.
people who buy
Andrew,
some.
Andrew, in your defense, though, I don't think you really worry about what's on them. Let's be honest.
Oh yes, I do.
No,
I
but,
mean, as long as it's not something anti-Semitic, I think you'll wear it.
I feel like
Yeah,
this
pretty close.
that market is something I see more often than not. That's the only
No,
reason.
you're absolutely right. I agree. I agree completely, buddy. You have shown me the error of my ways. I am a convert. Take me to the promised land.
Mm. Yes, we shall go together.
Way down the water, child.
We need t-shirts for that too. Anyway,
now we're going to talk about how Apple's better than Android. Let's go.
let's
It's
not.
not really an argument. It's not really an argument I care to have. It's very
Yeah, but
pointless.
you're already wrong.
Yeah.
If you're even saying that. So,
He who has
I-
spoken. We leave it there.
I would say this much, regardless of the model of phone, I don't understand. And again, this isn't making fun of younger people. How is it people between the ages of 20 and 30, 90, I shouldn't say 90, let's say 30% of the time, they have a cracked screen somewhere.
I don't know.
No, it could be an iPhone, it could be an Android. I mean,
well, when I was growing up, that's usually the case. Every time, almost every person I saw that had an iPhone, it was a cracked screen, and they'll live with that thing till it turns on no more. Like they were allergic to getting it fixed. They knew it was just gonna break. It was gonna break again.
I'm just wondering why people between the ages of 20 and 30, like I'd say 30% of them have a cracked screen. It's like, I have, not that I've purposely, no, I say this now because we all know that I have an ability of saying things and then they come true. I have yet to crack a screen on my phone. Hey, I have phone insurance, so I'm good.
I slipped on my phone in the gravel once and didn't break the screen. But then, like a day later, I left it on top of the car and it flew off. So does that count as breaking it or just losing it?
Yeah.
it probably
Well,
broke.
It probably broke as well.
But there's more than just a screen broken at that point.
I've dropped my phone a couple times, and every time I've dropped it, I've gone, "Oh dear God, the screen is busted."
Yeah. No, but what I hate is I've dropped phones before, and like it's been fine, and then it's been like from a really bad they've tumbled or like fell down steps, perfectly fine.
Mhm.
Then one day it just falls flat face first, and it gets a little nick in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then
that's the worst thing is when you drop it.
Yeah.
And you stand there for a little bit, and you're going, "Oh my God, please don't be broken." You're like, "Okay, yeah, I'm good, okay." Whew.
Yeah, and the worst part is that those nicks start to spread after a while, though.
Yeah, like those.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I can't. I often wonder how that happens, honestly. And it's not, I'm not anybody who's that age. I'm not giving them a hard time. I'm just remotely curious as to why it seems to be more prevalent compared to others.
You also got to consider during that time what phone did you actually have? Like when you were in your early 20s.
I'm talking.
No. I know. But in your 20s, what phone did you have?
Well, no, it just boils down to what? Wait. What were you?
No, hold on. No, I'm asking Sean specifically. In your 20s, what phone did you have?
I didn't have a smartphone until I was
exactly.
Like
What you're doing, the stuff that people are doing in their 20s and 30s, at least for the most part, it's not exactly very non-mobile. There's a lot going on, and here's the thing: everybody takes out their phones to do everything now. Take a picture, a selfie, and then like they're doing these ridiculous things that even to me makes no sense half the time. But it makes sense that you have a higher probability of these people breaking their phone because they're doing everything with their phone in their hand.
The point that I'm stressing is that the screens are more durable now than they were 20 years ago.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
Well,
in order to
yes,
we're
yes,
talking
and
about
no.
a certain age group.
and you have to really work at it. I mean, like, look at Andrew. Andrew just proved our point. He had to put it on a car and have it, go at 30 miles an hour before it hit the ground, and then the screen decided, no, that's enough. I takes no more. So if that's the benchmark, what are they doing? Are they playing racquetball with it? Are they, juggling with it? Are they playing what? Testing
Hockey?
hammers?
No. Here's the thing: you can protect your phone as much as you want, but let it fall to a specific corner. Or like, perfect example, what happened to me: the kid when she was like 3 or 4, I can't remember. She slipped the phone off of the top of my desk, and my desk had metal like legs, like at that time,
Okay.
and it hit the corner of one of the legs, and it was an actual metal corner. What do you think happened to my phone? They got a crack.
No. I get that, but I'm just saying you're missing the point. It's just the majority is what I'm saying. It's just it's a weird thing. Like, I've never broken a phone, but you're clearly this is similar to our previous conversation. You're right, LBD. You're absolutely right.
No. What I'm trying to tell you, there is no logic to it. Is what I'm trying to say. Because I can
By
drop
the
my
way,
phone down the steps and it'll be fine.
I owe you $50. Quick is with my Jiminy Cricket in these conversations. I look at his face and go, I need to stop.
Just like you guys are arguing about phone screens now. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
First it was kimonos, now it's iPhones.
Hey, LBD, do you believe people should have oxygen? What's your thoughts on that? Are you for it or
Is it
against?
tortilla or tortilla? I mean,
Well, we all.
Wait. Mexican or Mexicant?
I can care less.
oh God.
Sega or Nintendo? I think he just left.
That's a tough one. The Sega or Nintendo.
I never had a Sega. I only played it at my godmom's house. And my neighbors. I played it at my neighbors as well. So I played the Sega Genesis at my godmom's, and I played the Sega Dreamcast at my neighbors.
I might have to go with Nintendo.
I'm going
Nintendo
too.
Just because Sega had all those damn attachments. So if you wanted to be the coolest kid, you had to get the newest attachment.
I had to like the what was that, 32-bit or something like that? That plugged in the top of it.
Well,
yeah,
okay. So if you did it properly, because I watched it, this guy had all the peripherals. So you could take the original Sega, and then you could put the attachment turned it into the Sega Master System, and then if you want it, you could add the 32X on top of it, and then you could get Sonic 3, and then you could get the Sonic and Knuckles adapter on it.
You forgot Sega CD.
No, Sega CD, you had to have a Sega Master System, so you couldn't connect it to the old one. So we're talking, we'll go with a base system. So you do that, and now if you want to get really fancy, you could add the Game Genie onto that.
Oh yeah, Game Genie.
Yeah. So this guy did all of them, turned it on, and the problem was the system did not have enough power to reach all the peripherals and the add-ons.
You need your own electric transformer just to run it.
Yeah. Well, it turns on like a Proton pack. It just goes. But that was my problem with Sega. You had to have all the peripherals if you wanted to be the coolest kid on the block.
Yeah,
whereas with Nintendo,
it's funny because that kind of reminds me just a little bit with Nintendo when you had the Game Boy Color or the Game Boy Advance. You needed you didn't have all the magnifying glass or the light and the printer and all of those stuff. People.
I had a regular Game Boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
My
the speakers
Game
fold
Boy.
out and everything.
Yeah.
Big magnifying
glass. I had the case that looked like a Game Boy for my Game Boy. It was actually a harder case that you put it in.
Those things were friggin' indestructible. Not on purpose.
Yes,
I was playing an old school Game Boy in 1998. I'm on the 10th story of an apartment building, and I don't know why, but I had my hand over the railing playing it, and my friend comes over, slaps me in the back, and I drop it, and that thing goes down 10 stories. Hits.
How old were you?
Let's see, 1998. I would have been 17.
Okay, so you were close to your 20s, and you were doing something really stupid with a piece of technology. You're welcome.
Yeah, it happens. But here's the funny part. That sucker hit the ground. The batteries shot out like a rocket. The backing came off. I went downstairs, found it under a car, found the backing, found the batteries, and it turned on, no problem. Only thing was a little scratch in the corner.
Well, that's like the old cell phones. Like you remember your net was it the Nokia, the old Nokias? Yeah, like
the bricks.
Dude, I used to throw mine across a warehouse and it was still be fine.
Yep.
The
problem with the brick was the cases, the exchangeable cases would fly off of them. That was about it. But the brick was still good on the inside.
or do you remember the cell phone bling you could buy for those? Like getting the LED antennas that flashed when somebody called you, or those
the
were
fancy
the
buttons.
Those were the Hondas of phones.
They were. The add-ons were ridiculous.
Yeah.
Aftermarket parts.
Bro, you know how long those lasted in other countries? Like we over here, like people were already using Blackberries and all that other stuff, and there were people in other countries. They were still on that Nokias, man. They and you think people use accessories here? The accessories overseas were insane. Like they had stores like just filled with just that.
I know they had them here in Canada, man. They were like these tiny little kiosks in dead malls that were like maybe 5 feet by 2 feet.
No, not a dead mall. We're talking about flourishing malls, like giant stores.
The only thing I remember
here it was kiosks.
Yeah, I remember here too. The kiosks.
The only thing I remember about the old Nokia phones was you could charge those suckers up, and they would run for almost an entire month before the battery. Like even if the battery said, "Oh yeah, I'm dying," you still got like another week out of it. It was like an old car, Yeah, it's on E, but that's not the bad E. It's
right. Yeah, it's not past the E yet.
Yeah. We're still good.
We're still on the other side of the orange line.
Yeah, exactly. And those phones would. I mean,
you could play a mad game of Snake on it. I'm just saying.
Hey, there were plenty of times waiting for people where Snake was like the greatest thing ever instead of just like people.
Oh yeah. I hated chasing my own tail because you get to a point where it's like you have nowhere else to go.
Or the other thing was if you turn the ringer off, God help you if that thing was on vibrate and you weren't expecting it, scare the crap out of you. I remember painting Warhammer 40K models with a fine brush, doing a fine line, and somebody would call me and I would actually have to take the paint thinner out and start again.
Whoops.
It happened like 3 or 4 times until I got smart enough. It's like, I'm painting models. I should take the phone out and wrap it in a sock and put it somewhere across the room.
Yeah. It's almost like hitting an earthquake. Just
exactly.
Scale.
Or you think you're at the beginning, when you get a leg cramp, you get that little bit of the muscle twitching. Kind of felt like that for a second.
Yeah.
God, man.
Yeah.
The only thing, like I said, the only thing I missed about those phones was they were invincible and they lasted forever on a charge. You didn't need any, And they even came with external battery packs too. I remember that now.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't fit in your pocket, but that phone would last forever.
Great stuff.
I wonder if there is any Nokia phones like those still actually active, like on a network. Some like.
Do you guys remember the Nextel military grade phones that were indestructible? Yep. And the little chirpers, like the walkie-talkie features. Yeah, we had those for a while. My mom threw it. My mom threw it at my stepdad and broke it.
Hey, Mama J.
I had one of those for a while.
You remember
I
if you wanted to
forget
do
who it was. It
anywhere?
was Sprint. Sprint had these phones called the Pebble. It was done by Microsoft, and it was like this perfect little circle. And I remember sitting in a boardroom with like 16 other sales agents learning to sell this phone. And for the love of God, we could not sell that phone unless we could have gave it away for free with $1,000 and, whatever. And people still would not take it. And I remember we had one in the office. Go ahead.
I was going to say, didn't they have a phone for old, like seniors that had 4 buttons on it, like the jitterbug or something like that? It was just so you could call like 911 and home. That's about it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Or the N-Gage was another one. It's like, it's a phone and a video game system. Oh, by the way, if you need to take the game out, you got to take the phone apart like a Navy SEAL and put the cartridge in and put it back together. This is my Nokia N-Gage. There are many like it, but this one is mine. And God help you if you played a video game on it, because the battery would go from lasting like a day to lasting 30 seconds. So you could watch Sonic as he goes to give him the little, thumb the nose and get ready to run, and then the game would shut down.
No, it reminds me of the Game Gear. Jeez, when I had that.
Oh, God.
Half hour, battery's dead. You're like,
that thing was a serial killer of batteries at the end of the day. Let's be honest.
It really was.
Your battery
That's why having it plug in.
Thing, God. I remember playing my roommates. My roommate had one, and we'd plug it in the wall, and the transformer for it would like be hot enough to make grilled cheese on it.
Yeah.
Funko Hollywood changed their hours now.
Huh?
Funko Hollywood changed their hours.
Oh, what they changed it to now?
Oh, good.
Now they open at 11 instead of 10.
See it? Wait. I'm going to say this, not ironically and not judgmental, but a certain group of people will do a video about it and how it's the end of Funko and how it's screwing Funko over or it's affecting Funko fans in a negative way.
And then last year they used to open
Castle
9.
Glass.
Last year they went from 9 to 10. Now they went from 10 to 11.
Wait, 10 to 11? I can't imagine somebody at 11, like at 10:30 night going, oh, crap, I'm out of Luffy's. Well, time to go down to the Funko store before they close.
In the morning.
No, in the morning. They opened at 9, then they went to 10 to open. Then they went from 10, now they're opening at 11.
When did they close, though?
That's what he's saying.
6.
Okay.
That's kind of early. I guess not in the neighborhood from what I hear.
Yeah.
Where it's at.
Well, I mean, I can say this off the top of my head. I think there's only like one comic book store here that closes at like 8 or 8 o'clock, and they used to close at 9, which always in the back of my head was like, who the hell at 8:30 is like, damn it, I didn't get the newest issue of X-Men.
I mean, if you work late or something, I could understand, but
yeah, they were open
in your pool box.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't done a pull list for comics since I was like 19. I just did one this week for the new Ghostbusters comic. The guy's like, "Is this the only one you want?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "You sure?" Yeah. He's like, "Okay." He was trying to get me to get other comics.
That's
like, no. He's like,
I was gonna say, is that a list? I think a list consists of more than like just one type of top. Yeah.
Well, well because there's 2 covers, there's an A and B cover, so I'm getting both covers. But I didn't want to have to sit there and go on their website and order it every time. I'd rather just have them call me and say, "Yeah, we have it in," and I'd come in and pick it up.
Is there a 1 in 20 or just A and B?
A and B. That's it.
Sure.
Sorry, gentlemen. One at a time.
Virgin.
They both said it at the same time again.
Well, that's what I asked. I said, "Is it virgin?"
I have no idea what that means for comics. What, untouched?
It has nothing on it. Yeah, just the
Oh
art.
no, they don't
What
have
is
that.
it?
It's the new Ghostbusters comic, Dead Man's Chest. So apparently, what Dark Horse is doing is they're doing miniseries, and each miniseries is 4 comics. That way, they don't have to actually do a run, because the problem with Dark Horse is they'll do a run of a particular character or comic, and then they cut it short, and then the story never gets finished.
Well,
This way, if they do a miniseries,
miniseries is still a run.
it's still a run, but it's a shorter run, and it's they can, if they can cut their losses, they can finish it and cut their losses. They're not stuck having to tell a story.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, how many comic books have there been where there's been a really, really good story and nobody's buying the comic, so they cut it. So it's just left there. These were the miniseries. They can sit there and go, oh well, first and second one aren't selling well. Well, we'll finish it off, and that'll be the end of that.
Right.
So.
Well, fellas, I'm starting to get a little bit hungry.
Me too.
Yes. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me now. And judging by the hand that came across the camera, I'm going to say that's not your arm unless you can dislocate your arm in a weird way.
So when's this comic come out?
It already came out. I have it sitting in the front hall right now. But I will. Yeah, we're going to wrap things up because LBD's wasting away, and so am I.
Yeah.
Andrew can tell.
I had hot dogs for dinner, not with salad.
Oh, well, you should have tossed salad and scrambled eggs. It's really good.
I had redneck.
Oh my
casserole.
god. Oh, good. That sounds delicious.
Well, gentlemen,
It is
we're going to
pretty
wrap
good.
things up. I want to say thank you for everybody that came out. Thank you, Quickdraw, Vince, LBD, and Andrew. Hopefully, everyone had a great Memorial Day. And in the meantime, we'll catch you on the next one. Toodles.
That's
Later. Toodles. Toodles.